everybody, I am in my car right now. I just pulled up to a plant sale at the local community college. So let's go plant shopping. I really like going to these plant sales because even though they have a smaller selection than our nursery, I can find some really unique or rare plants or plants that I've never heard of. And for this plant sale, because it is put on by the horticultural program at the college, the proceeds goes back to the program, so it's for a really good cause. And at least I can tell myself that as I buy plants that I probably don't need. This plant sale does have a good selection though. They have a small houseplant section, although some of the cuttings are really small, so I wouldn't buy that small a cutting unless it was a really rare houseplant that I was after, but I still like to see what they have. They also had lots of succulents, a California native section, tons of different pomegranate and fig trees, grapevines, and some herbs, flowers, and 6-packs of veggies like lettuce and Asian greens and more. So, what did I bring home with me? This is my haul. I got this plant called a soap plant, lacy black elderberry, and Moroccan toadflax. I saw a lot of stuff that looked good, but I already had similar things started from seed at home, and then I have been to this plant sale a few times, and I've picked up a lot of their little pomegranate trees in the past, so I didn't need any more. The soap plant is what was really interesting to me. It was in the California native section, and I pulled up my phone to read more about it before putting it in my cart, and apparently it can be used for so many things. I may have to do a whole other video on soap plant. But apparently the bulbs can be made as poultices for sores, the juice from cooking can be used as glue, and the bulbs can be crushed and made into an antifungal soap or shampoo. And I also read that some parts of this plant can be turned into brushes. I still have lots of research to do on this plant, but there were only 2 left, so I had to grab one. Then the elderberry, they had a few varieties to choose from. I bought a few last year, but I killed them. I think the soil wasn't great, or maybe it was the location. So I'm going to be putting this one in a container for now or in a better location somewhere else in my garden. As many people know, elderberry is really good for when you have respiratory illnesses. So I thought it would be nice to have my own. Of course, it's going to take several years before I get any, but it doesn't hurt to start now. Then I picked up some Moroccan toadflax, also called Linaria, and I think people refer to them as snapdragons because they look similar, but I don't think they actually are snapdragons. I just thought it was really pretty. This one looks like it will be purple. I saw some with white. The tag says it's a fairy bouquet mix, so if they grew these from seeds, it's kind of a gamble on the color, but this one did look like a nice purple color. I think this is kind of different than the invasive toadflax that I've heard about, but I may just keep this in a container. Overall, I'm pretty happy with my selections, and they will have more plant sales later this spring, so I'm sure they will have more cool plants for me to bring home.